What's up, Foundry family? Hopefully, you're having a great day. It's Coach Collis here, dropping another video to take you guys through another newsletter. If you haven't watched any of my past YouTube videos, what I'm doing is going through newsletters I've written before to kind of elaborate on some things I've said in these newsletters to get some more YouTube content out there, and so that individuals who don't read the newsletter or don't like to read or subscribe to things like that can get the same content and maybe a little bit more detail via YouTube. So here we are. If you're interested in the newsletters or you want to send them to your friends, I'll include the link in the description. But yeah, that's it. Let's jump into it. So this one is Capital Gains Method number 21, titled Why Random Workouts Won't Get You Lean or Make You Feel Better Long Term. Strong statement, just trying to get y'all to read this shit. So if you're unfamiliar with the format of these YouTube videos, I'm going to kind of read the entire newsletter, but kind of not. Because essentially I'm going to stop every once in a while to elaborate on what I was trying to say and then skip over things that I don't think are relevant to double down on. So your body is a problem solver, and that's the problem. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the body is the ultimate adaptation machine. Training in the gym is all about trying to get the body to adapt to a new stimulus, okay? So in order to progressively get stronger in a specific exercise or progressively build a specific muscle, we need to gradually yet consistently provide new stimuluses in order for the body to adapt and be able to handle that stimulus, and then need a new stimulus in order to continue to get stronger. So with that being said, your body's entire job is to adapt and survive. Every time you stress it, it figures out how to handle that stress more efficiently next time. That's how progress works. But it only adapts to what you repeatedly ask it to do. If you don't repeatedly ask it to do a specific task, then it will not progress at the rate that you probably want it to. That's both for strength and muscle mass and heart health and all the other things that we train for, right? So when you do random workouts like a spin class Monday, some random YouTube video workout on Wednesday, a walk on Friday, your body never gets a clear enough signal to change, because you're not giving it this signal a multitude of times to tell it, hey, you need to learn how to handle this and be able to push through this and be able to efficiently take me through this task that I'm placing upon you. So here it is, adapt, and eventually it will. But when it's not a consistent signal, then your body never gets a clear enough signal to change, and it just survives, or just makes it through each session. Or maybe it wasn't even enough of a stimulus for the body to even acknowledge it, really, because it's already able to handle that task or that demand, right? It never has a reason to burn more fat or build more lean muscle or get more efficient. Now, why does this matter for getting leaner? For you individuals out there who care about body composition, for fat loss isn't just about burning calories in a single workout. It's about changing your body's composition over time, building enough lean muscle so your body burns more calories even at rest. I just add this point in there so that people understand the importance of muscle. There's so many different positive contributions having more muscle mass has on our body, but one of them being that your body, the muscle demands more or utilizes more energy to stay and function, right? So your body needs to burn more calories, utilize more energy even at rest in order to support the muscle that you have. That requires a very specific signal sent consistently and progressively. Random workouts eventually stop sending that signal. You're essentially sending your body a different text message every day. It reads them all, but it responds to none of them, and nothing changes. Tracking is essential. It is how you prove to your body that things are getting harder. So if we're doing squats, we need to track either more weight, more reps, or more rounds, so that we know that we're improving or challenging our body more and more to complete different tasks. So you might progressively get better or introduce a new stimulus through load, aka increasing the weight, through volume, volume, so doing more sets or repetitions of a specific exercise, through tempo, so longer time under tension, or through a reduction in rest, so not allowing your body as much time to recover but still asking it to complete the same demand, right? There's many ways to progress, but being able to track that and know what you did last time so that you can provide a new stimulus this time to challenge your body again is essential. Without a record, you're guessing and your body knows it. All right, body's very smart. Never forget that. Why this matters for feeling better long term. Feeling better sounds simple, but it's actually made up of several systems, right? So there's energy levels, hormone levels, there's sleep quality, there's stress, there's mobility, there's strength, there's heart health, cardiovascular health. Each of these improves through consistent, repeated stimulus, not random effort. Okay? When workouts are random, your nervous system stays in a constant state of what is called novelty stress. You're always sore, always recovering from something different, always starting over, and it kind of starts to create this chronic low-grade fatigue. That is exactly why people feel like when they're working out at places like F45 or Orange Theory that they're working really fucking hard, but they're going nowhere because they're not tracking their progress. They don't know what they did 2 weeks ago, right? Structure gives your body a rhythm. So having structure in routine is super powerful. Again, doubling back to those group fitness studios, that's why people go there. They have many class times. Oftentimes, it's really easy to go do something when you have the accountability of other classmates to show up and other, friends doing something hard together. I love that aspect of group fitness, and that structure helps people, just start the journey towards more activity and introducing your body to new stimuluses. But again, quickly you adapt to that, and then when it's randomized, we just talked about why that's not ideal. So structure gives your body a rhythm. It learns when to work hard and when to recover. That's when energy improves. That's when mood stabilizes and you actually feel the difference on a day-to-day basis. Okay? So structure, tracking, progressive overload. Body's the ultimate adaptation machine, so we need to constantly be thinking about what did we do last time and how can we provide it a new stimulus. So here's a simple analogy that I included in this newsletter. Doing random workouts to reach your goals is like putting a few dollars into a different savings account every week with no plan. Technically, you're saving, right? Technically, you're exercising and moving, and that's good. But you'll never build enough in one place to actually use it. So you'll never build or develop a strong enough cardiovascular system in order to really benefit from it long term. Bless you! You will never develop a strong enough foundation of resiliency through your tendons and your muscles and your just overall internal system through strength training if you don't constantly feed that and pay attention to how you're feeding that. Structured tracked training is compound interest for your body. Small, consistent deposits in the same direction over time. And after 6 months or 12 months or even longer if you're patient enough, the results are undeniable, right? They're right there in your face. And you can go back and check, like, where did I start and where am I today? And oftentimes you are going to be highly impressed and highly surprised with yourself, but a lot of people don't track where they started or pay attention to where they were, so they never really get to celebrate any wins because they don't know that they've achieved something new, right? So structure gives you, what structure actually gives you. This is the last paragraph. Without structure, body adapts to nothing, can't measure progress, always feels beat up, plateaus after a few weeks. You're essentially working hard but going nowhere. With structure, aka tracking and paying attention to what you're doing and introducing it to intentional stimulus, your body adapts progressively. Progress is visible and motivating. Recovery becomes part of the plan. Results keep coming over months, and every session has a purpose. I should underline and bold that every session actually has a purpose. The goal isn't to make training complicated for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. It's to make it intentional. Okay, intentional. That's the difference between clients who transform and clients who stay frustrated. Best cost out there. Anyways, that's that newsletter. If you want to check it out, I'll include it in the YouTube description below. Feel free to subscribe to the newsletter or send it to a friend. If you enjoy these videos, drop a like and subscribe.